Yeah.
And we're live. Naku Jam. Happy Sundays, ladies. Hi. Thank you for joining us.
Naku Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Xander, you coming on YouTube? He's gonna eat. Oh, he hasn't eaten, has he?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a Gleaner man, Rachel. Here's a Gleaner man. Come to mom.
Bernadette Williams.
Come on, take
Hello, ladies. Hi.
Hi, good evening. Give us 1 second.
Lorna says hello, and Lisa says good day, ladies. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jaman Dan says good evening, ladies.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Monica. Seems to be only ladies on. Lorna, Monica, hi, Jaman, Lisa. Men aren't here yet.
Ladies are consistent. I know, right? These men, not consistent.
Oh, here's a man, Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Hi, Lloyd.
Lloyd, we're just saying the men are not consistent. Where have they been? All right, everybody. So and thank you for joining us. Those saying hi and those listening in the background. Thank you for coming on this evening. Busy Sunday today. We want to see Xander for a minute, okay?
Bring him come.
Xander is going up the steps right now. All right, so he's coming here. His mother has turned him around. Xander can't shoot up the steps, you see, man. Oh my gosh. Xander, say hi. He just woke up and he hasn't eaten his dinner yet.
Say hi.
Say hi. Say hi. You see yourself? If you wave your hand, you will see it. So see your hand here? That's your hand. Say hi. And that's your nose. Mommy will soon be back. She's going to use the bathroom. All right. Xander, you just woke up. Say hi. Not engaged yet.
You going to watch her until she disappears?
Yeah,
he's at that stage where he wants to know what Rachel is doing all the time.
All the time. For that matter, right? Anybody's doing all the time. So we had today was hair wash day and stress day.
Man. Oh my gosh.
Can you believe it took 3 of us to do this kids here? 3 of us.
I felt his anguish though.
Yeah. He's at the stage where well, you know, in Jamaica we say don't cut the baby hair until him can talk. He's on that? What you say? True. Don't cut the baby hair until him can talk. When him do everything, him have all him teeth them. What else? You want to say anything today?
Tell the people bye. Since that's the one you like.
He likes to say bye. Bye. And mama. But it was really stressful for the hair thing. Anybody have any tips on doing babies hair? Let me know. My girls are pretty much better than Xander with the hairstyle thing. Him is a struggle. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the washing of the hair. You gonna say hi, Zans? Remember today I'm Claudia.
And I'm Tony.
And we are answering your questions on real estate, money, and finance. Right? Maxine says hi, Tony. Maxine
hi.
Bradford.
Hi, Maxine.
And Birdie's here. Joy is here as well.
And Future.
Dexter 100. Future is here. Future is a lady, right? Or a man?
I'm not sure, but I'm leaning towards male.
Male.
Future, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Maxine, Xander growing up very fast. Very fast. Know how to take remote now and pointing to TV like him know what him doing. And take up key going to the door to open it like he knows what he's doing. He's not. You're going to stay and suck on the shirt all day? You don't want to release a shirt. Release a shirt, man.
But it's
What you
occupying
need?
him from
You need a pseudo?
touching anything else.
Oh, that is your savior. You sure the people can see him? You hold him up some more?
Let me hold it up.
That's you doing that, you know. Look. No, don't touch it. See, that is you doing that. All right, good evening, Anthony. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Monica. Xander, Monica is saying hi. And if you never have that thing in your mouth, you could be able to say hi. That thing is holding up your progress, Xander, right now. Holding up your progress.
Tell them hi.
Preoccupied. All right, we'll answer your questions, everybody. Again, we should have had Doreen says she's on.
Hi, Doreen.
Anybody not getting in, you can text. I'm looking at the text, my phone for anybody who is struggling to get on. Remember to ask us questions. We're only here for up until 4 o'clock today. We have the book club coming in at 4 to 5. We usually go on until late though. We went on until 7 last week.
Oh, 7.
And the week before. So if you don't catch us, if you don't jump in at 4 to 5, still jump in because we're still there. Because what happened? These books are so exciting and so game-changing information that we're doing Richest Man in Babylon now. So for those persons who didn't read The Richest Man in Babylon, or you read it, but like me, I've read the book so many times. So many times. Since year, this is the first book club, but last year we had 3 book clubs.
Yeah.
So I read it last year, I read it 3 times again. So we actually read the book. We really physically read this book. And then we stop. Some persons ask questions, we fledge it out. Like last week, we had a running commentary on credit cards. Credit cards. I mean, the whole thing about it came up because we were doing necessary expenses. The book teaches us that you are to write out all the things that you buy and know that you think are your expenses now. And then you are to only circle the necessary expenses. You'd be surprised what some persons think that are necessary expenses. Necessary expenses. And if you can't get past that hurdle, then you'll be stuck.
I strongly feel that my Netflix account is a necessary expense, though.
How is your Netflix a necessary expense?
It's my one source of entertainment during COVID.
Well, it's a good thing you can afford it. But if your income, when you do your income, so that chapter spoke about necessary expenses. What it's trying to tell you is that your income, right? And if you get more income, so let us say you start with 100,000, you get a pay increase and gone to 150,000. What some persons do is that they carry up their expenses to meet the new pay increase. And they still don't have any money left over for investments, right? So in a sense, it's talking to you about your cash flow, similar to what Rich Dad Poor Dad spoke to you about. Is that your income minus your expenditure, you must have positive cash flow. If you don't have positive, then you're not gonna be able to do anything. So we also had a running commentary on tithes. So for some persons, the 10% tithes is an absolute necessary expense. Tony said our Netflix is an absolute necessary expense. However, if it is that you're in the minus when you do your income and expenditure statement, you might have to cut off some of those things. In other words, some of those things, and he's about to go viral here now. You're going to do a running quarterback on the street. Watch him. Xander, what is it? It's you that being unruly element.
Rachel, come and save us.
You be do not. You're gonna walk away. Right? Stop. Okay. All right. So you have to understand that what we call necessary expense is what you need to live. Now, Tony answered Netflix, but you don't need Netflix to live. Some of you have other things going on, like what other things them love of subscription going on? Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I
mean, if the package takes 7 days versus overnight.
Yeah. What on earth could you possibly need? Somebody tell me something that you need from Amazon that you really have to get it overnight.
Prescription meds.
But you have to get it from Amazon Prime. Your pharmacy just down the road. I mean, come on. You can call an Uber driver, pick up the package and bring, come give me.
True.
Yeah. So you have to think, what is your necessary expense? Sophie says she saw Xander selling house. Yeah, Xander sell off the place, man. There are nine 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartments. We only have one leave. I swear Xander sell it off. Xander, you sell off the people in the apartment complex. Bye. So your necessary expense. Now you have to remember, any money that you collect, you must only spend 90%. That's what the richest man in Babylon is teaching us. So far, I think most persons have gotten it. But usually for every single book club that I have or read this book, there's always a 10% that just resist this thing about, oh, my necessary expense. Yet, every single month, their payments are more than their income. And they have to go into, so we were talking about credit cards, how your pay is more than your income, and then boom, you start using a credit card. And we went into a whole discussion about the use of credit cards, and everybody said, oh, I pay off my credit card every month. It still doesn't negate the fact that you took a loan to pay your light bill and your water bill, because a credit card is a loan. So when you use a card and then you say, oh, but I pay it off. Sure. You use the credit to pay your light and your water and your food, and then you pay it off.
Right.
So you say, but how disciplined are you? Wait till you have a flat tire, or till somebody running on your back and you have to go fix the car. You have a real emergency. Then you will know if you pay it off every month. You doing it?
I do understand why people have challenged giving up some of the items that they personally consider necessary expenses. Because when I think about giving up my Netflix account, and I have like 6 TV series that are going to premiere for the next like 3 months, it crushes my heart to think that I'm going to have to watch cable TV. It's hard. So I do understand people not wanting to give up certain things that they call near and dear to their heart. That is not just light, water, and gas.
Well, you realize that you're able to afford Netflix because of me, right?
Yes.
So can you really afford Netflix?
I can.
On your own? Suppose you were paying rent, light, water, cable, this, that. You could afford Netflix?
Of course not. I think I live at home.
So really and truly, some of you with some incomes need to be living at home.
Yes.
That's bottom line, guys. Some of you with some income, lovely girl. Hello. Who is this? Patricia. Thank you, Patricia, for joining us. Dwayne has also joined us. And Safi. Some of you living both to look independent. Independent. May I push more on a key? How about not push one a key? What kind of key? Quarter key, you know, I push. I can't barely pay the expenses.
And I like salmon and shrimp, so I know I can't live on my own.
There you go. So therefore, you have to back it up a little, guys. If you really want to get ahead, if you really want to get ahead, then you have to you need to post it. Oh, you asked us to post a link for the upcoming developments on the North Coast. Don't you have that link?
Oh no. I think I can do it here.
And you also they're asking how you get pre-approval letter. All right, post a link for the pre-approval letter. So the pre-approval, banks are going to ask you for a job letter, pay slip, credit return, and tax return in some cases. Those of you not PAYE are not on a payroll, that's somewhere somebody else draw the taxes and pay over to the government. Those of you who are self-earning, self-employed, and who have to pay your own taxes, you will be asked for a tax report, tax return, sorry. You'll be asked for that, all right? So you have to remember. Alric says, big up yourself, Claudia, and I've lost my screen. Hi, ladies, how are you doing? That's Paul. Hi, Paul. Thank you for joining us. You also want the link for the book club, Dwayne. All right, Dwayne, Tony going to post everything. Remember, when you jump in the book club, have an open mind, learn a lot.
A very open mind.
Richest man in Babylon was as pains in. Now, there's a story in there where he says, if I have committed myself to every time I walk up past the well, I put in $10. Every day I say, okay, I'm going to put in $10 in this well.
Like a wishing well?
Like a wishing well, yeah. Remember them telling of our bank? So if you commit yourself to put $10 in the bank, every month you're going to walk to the bank and put in $10. 1 month you forget to put in the $10. What do you do? What do you do? Well, I can't tell you what most of you would do. Most of you would say, okay, then I go next month and put in the $10.
You mean $20?
No. Them just no bother with the one where they miss.
Oh.
Them just go put in the one in that. He's saying, no, guys. You retrace your steps. So whenever you remember, you say, oh my God, we never paid the $10 to the wishing well. Mm-hmm. Remember, it's your commitment, you commit to the that, and nobody tell you to do that, you commit. So you commit to the 10% every month. So if 1 month you forget to do it, you say retrace your steps. You say I wouldn't be a man if I don't retrace my steps and go do it. So it's just like you borrow the money from the bank. 1 month you say, oh, I forgot, I didn't pay the loan. You say retrace your steps, pay the loan immediately, right? So Paul says, US Marine, trying to educate myself on your program. Hi, Paul. You're in USA, Maine. Oh, USA, Maine. Where's Maine in the USA? I've never been to the States, but Tony has been to the States. She's been to Texas on work study visa, where she worked like a dog at Six Flags. Tony, tell him not. Work like a dog or work like a boss.
9 to 9.
9 9 p.m. It was security guard work, man. That's all that security guard work I was doing one time.
The park open at 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to work until that time. And then the park closes at 9.
Oh,
so you have to work right through.
9 to 9. Which one the rides you had?
Different ones. Like I did the Rattler and the Gully Washer.
Oh, okay.
And then I had 2 kiddie rides I did. One was a tutu train, and then the other one was a little what do you call that? Ferris wheel? But like a tiny Ferris wheel.
Oh, okay. You were treated well in Texas, I would imagine.
Oh yeah.
Because you went twice.
It was fun, and the people were really nice.
Well, I'm nice too, because I'm why I put them on the ride.
No, I mean like everybody I met, not
just at the park. Yeah. Those kind of jobs, you do them when you're young. So you help build your character, you know what I mean? Your ability to serve people. Please, do you still have land in St. Elizabeth? We have yes. We have 18 acres. How many acres is it? The farmland.
No, she said St. Elizabeth. I think she's talking about Palmbrook Estates. We have lot 101 for 5.5 million.
Oh, St. Elizabeth. So that's one is Westmoreland. Huh? Yeah, 101. 1.5 hour from Boston. Okay.
Yes, it's up the top.
Up the top. 12-hour shift at an amusement park. That's rough, Tony. You're right. Don't stop. Stand up, don't stop. I can't imagine.
Smile, don't stop.
Smile, don't stop.
And all to that, every like 2 hours or so in the park, this theme song comes on, and all the ride attendants and everybody has to do this dance. No. That's like weird.
From Jamaica. But what you learned though from that job, really? Tell me some of the things you learned.
To be on time. because every minute of work is clocked.
Literally.
Every minute of work is clocked. You learn not to need to use the bathroom every second.
Yes. Get distracted. You have to go to the bathroom. Well, you have to clock out to go to the bathroom?
You have to clock out to go to the bathroom. Not only that, so you can't just go to the bathroom. It's on a rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So when your rotation comes, then you can go to the bathroom. But you have to hold it until
the rotation comes.
So you know at 3 p.m. is your bathroom time, and that's when your rotation's gonna come.
Some stuff, yeah.
Oh.
12. Okay, I need to go back up. Yeah,
bring it up on your phone. It's easier to scroll.
Those kind of jobs are rough. That's why you do them when you're young. Help you build some character, ability to serve people. The more people you serve, the more people you help, the more you get what you want.
One is like you have like an encyclopedia in your brain because patrons will just ask you random questions. When was the park open? What was the first ride that came in? You know, there's questions that you think the average person wouldn't need to know, but there's some 6-year-old that's gonna ask you.
So very similar stuff.
So yes, here. I'm looking for
the validity. Some question. Wow.
Read out loud.
So we keep jumping.
No, every time someone taps at the bottom, your screen is gonna jump. So just hold on.
All right. We're dealing with her. So Mary says, my kids came back home. They thought that life was too hard. Laugh out loud. My hubby and I died laughing. They were dying to leave home. Yes, no one want to go back on the yard, man. Go home. Don't leave till you buy your house and you make your fortune. I don't know why you can't live with the mother and father. You go to mother and father, I would have still take care of them.
I know.
You know what I mean?
You've already been with them 18 years. What's 18 more years?
Yeah, you know, I'm not going like say that a hardship. So Dwayne says, yes, please, not so sure. Safi, okay, Safi, I found it. Due to the volatility in the global market due to Ukraine invasion, do you think it will have any impact on Jamaican housing market? Yes, a positive one. Everybody running here. Listen, I went and showed a client at an apartment on, when was it? Did she come? Tuesday.
We showed it
Wednesday. Right? I was yeah, we like that one. The first one we looked at. There were 8 apartments available at the time. We're talking from 30 million all the way up to 48 million, Tony.
48 million.
48 million. These are 1-bedrooms and 2-bedroom apartments in Kingston 6. Guys, we gonna look for North Coast. Circle back to the same apartment. Put in an offer. Agent called. This was yesterday. Oops, it's Davis. That apartment has an offer. Got an offer on it already. We only have 1 left. Remember, you know, Thursday 8 left. 8 that I could have chosen from 8. And we showed her client one who put in offer on the 48, but then eventually them said no, him can't get the loan, whatever. All that gone. 48 million.
It's gone.
48 million. I'm saying to myself, I had no idea. Even me, I am in shock. I am in shock. I think when these shufflings are happening, just like with the pandemic, this is what people think. You see, even the fact that we could have gotten out those students out of Ukraine, Jamaican government could have gotten them out, have an impact. Safi has an impact. A lot of persons in the Ukraine, 90% of persons, 99% of persons in Ukraine don't have anywhere to go to. Mm-hmm. You understand? Them have to stay in the Ukraine. Other nationalities have their own countries to go back to. And they're having a hard time getting out just to get back home, right? We were able to bring home our Jamaicans. It just shows that when Jamaicans get together, knock head and decide that this is where we're going, this is the road down. That there. You understand? Our guys came home, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I saw the news, but I am not really following it up, but I keep getting some WhatsApp messages about it. But we were able to get our people out of there, that alone. The entire world knows Jamaica. I have people from Canada, England, all over the world calling me, Claudia, we're coming to Jamaica to live. We either need somewhere to rent for the time being or find us a house to buy. A lot of Jamaicans who went overseas to the States, Canada, and the UK, the smart ones have already turned around and purchased their properties here, and they have them already. Some persons who have just now seen the light, or maybe they're just now able to do it, are now pushing to get that done, right? Now, you make preparations before things hit you. One of the things why Jamaica would be so, the impact on our housing market is going to be that house are run off of the shelf before we build them, right? The houses went up in Old Harbour, them sell out before them build. The North Coast, them sell out before them build. South Coast, sell out before them build. What's going on? Persons are just clamoring to come back to Jamaica. Why Jamaica look good? And these are even non-Jamaicans. Why Jamaica look good? You literally can live in this country without working for anybody at all. We talk about necessary expenses. What you really need to live in any country. Number one thing is food. The second is food is the number one thing. Mm-hmm. In Jamaica, you can grow your own food. You don't need to rely on a supermarket or even a market.
But if you don't want to grow, you can get free food too.
You can get free food. My brother just brought me a whole bunch of planting.
I know. I went to neighbors and got mangoes.
Yeah, I was just hanging out at my friend. When was it? Sunday?
Wednesday.
No, the holiday. And he gave us a whole bag of mangoes. Now listen, guys. Jamaica is good for that. Sunshine, land, rainwater. Grow any food. Remember, to your neighbors are also a fan. Your neighbor, them are grow too. So you exchange. Them have too much tomato, them give some. Too much mango, them give some. So you yourself not have to grow the mango or whatever it is. You understand? It's easy to live without actually having to purchase any kind of a God-given food. I mean, if you're purchasing the processed foods, then you might have a challenge there. You also have, what else you need? You need shelter. You need shelter, right? But we have enough land selling and enough house selling for anybody who wants to buy it.
You can also just pitch a tent.
One in a now.
You can. You can just pitch a tent.
I mean,
we don't have rain that often where our snow.
Our snow. You know, our what is somebody up when there, Texas? Tornado. Our tornado. We don't have it that often. Somebody said to me, Miss D, a little piece of land, everything up me, I come build a boardhouse, you know? Come build a boardhouse. So you can literally pitch a tent, as she says.
It's not rent the space in somebody else's backyard.
Or rent the space, yeah. You can literally maybe put a boardhouse in somebody else's backyard, right?
Just rent the space.
Mm-hmm. So
the thing with Jamaicans, who have huge backyards.
Yeah. So literally, it's two things you need to live. You need food and you need shelter. In Jamaica, that is not a difficulty. The other things that you're going to say you need, necessary to live, you need some kind of power source, right? In Jamaica, we have a sun, and they invented solar. So you don't even need oil like that. You don't need oil and gas. Some of the persons in the first world countries are countries where it's cold. You have a genuine concern about heat in winter, heating where you live inside your home. We don't have that concern. We live in a tropical climate, sunny all year.
I'll tell you a joke. Like, my friend moved from England to Canada this February here, and she's like, it's so cold. She's like, it's like beyond cold.
From England
to Canada.
England not cold.
Apparently England's not cold.
Yeah. A new level. New level appreciation. So the thing is, due to the invasion, right? So you're asking me that, Safi. I would say for now, it has had a positive impact. The pandemic had a positive impact on real estate here, for sure. Persons in real estate here did not suffer. Persons in foods too did not suffer. Had a positive impact here. Jamaica looks good because for the most part, we're maybe 2 million Jamaicans overseas, I do believe. We can take 2 million Jamaicans here and don't feel it. We can. We're full of land. You understand? We have land, we have water, we have sunshine, we have everything for you to live, right?
I think the only way we'd feel it is the roads. We don't have enough roads.
Why you don't have enough roads?
For 4 million people?
You don't have enough roads. I mean, if all them decide to drive one time.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
we don't have enough roads.
Where would they be going anyway? So she said we don't have enough roads. But you forget how much the road network will be like crazy.
It's true. We're building.
We're expecting you all to come home. Really, I kid you not. The government of Jamaica is expecting everybody to come home, including myself. I'm saying it. Some of you who have not listened to me, if you go to foreigner and say never make it, come in your yard. Me don't even know why you're still at there foreigner though. Really and truly. Just come home. Right? You would have learned something there that you can teach the rest of us.
And Janet says them nice things don't happen in foreign. So true.
What nice things?
Yes, your neighbors giving you food.
The neighbors giving you food. You don't need to worry about it, guys. Just come. So the market is only going up because of demand. Those persons getting displaced or misplaced or whatever word you want to use in different countries are going to be heading back to Jamaica. I've said to that maybe Jamaica should consider taking some of the people. We need some brains here because we have a serious brain drain. All you bright people run Ghana for it. We have a serious brain drain, so we should consider taking some. I mean, we have universities here. We have all of them something to hear. We just need the strong people in the universities to come out and to make a difference, right? I have another question. You need the book. Joy says, me too, I need the book. So Joy, you can jump into our book club. You post a link for the book club?
Yeah, I did.
So the book club, when you jump into that link, it sends you a link, right? So you can jump into that at 4. Shireen, put $20 the next month. No, Cherise. You must retrace your steps. So the minute you remember, you retrace your steps and you throw it in the well. All right, USA Marie Main, trying to educate myself. Okay, great, Paul. Thanks for joining us. Dwayne says, thanks, Tony. You did post the Jamaica National link. Patrice, true, please do still have the 1.5 hour from Boston. 12-hour shift, Newsman Park, Tony. Yeah. All right, so Safia did answer your question. Do you think it is right for someone to sell an house for $2 million above market value when the house is still in need of repairs? It's demand for the house. Demand for the house.
Is someone willing to purchase it at $2 million above market value, even though the house needs repairs?
Yeah. Remember, the valuation is only a guide, right? You can get up and decide how much you want for your property. We have bought property above asking. 10 years ago? 20. When did I buy the place? 2006, I think. No, it was 2010. Maybe 2010, Tony saw a piece of land selling on, where he saw it, on which property ads?
Property ads.
And I call up the person selling and said, no, we're not taking no more offers. I'm on 4.5 million. I'm not taking no more offers. So Tony, I listen to them, put in an offer. We put in an offer for 5.5 and got it. It was way above market value at the time. So you have to understand. So we actually 4.5, put in an offer 5.5. We put in an offer for quarter the value more than what the person asked, 25% more. So that is like you selling a place for 15 million and we put in an offer for 20 million, which we actually did the other day. I never get it. That just goes to show we put in an offer for more than the price and we still never get it. That means somebody even beat us and put it in for more. So sometimes you put in an offer for more, but you really don't have the money. But if them say yes, you run up and down and you jump when you get it.
Xander.
Stop. Stop. Rich. Stop. Tony. Stop him no man before him chop off him finger.
Sometimes we have to feel, you know,
You have
to
to
learn.
feel. Yeah, you'll get a hard lick in a youth. All right. All right. Any new development in and around Ocho Rios? Everything sell off. We even went to Ocho Rios Country Club, I tell you, with my client. And when we went in there, the place we finished built. And they're like, everything is sold out, Miss D. Some amount drop. Everything sell off. So, Ocho Rios, everything sell off. What is the best time to call you to get more information? Patricia, true. Don't remember what was the question though, Patricia. Call me. You can call me tomorrow morning. Book club don't finish till 7, but by the time them finish, I'm so tired. Usually I go watch TV. But you can probably send me a WhatsApp. I'll probably have it and I'll answer. I'm not so sure what it is though, Patricia, because apparently I missed the top part of your question. Lorna Hemming said they came back on Ash Wednesday. Her kids came back on Ash Wednesday.
Nice.
Yes. Make sure them help and contribute to the household now, right? Contribute.
No, I think she's talking about the children from
her children that went away.
Her children went away?
Her children came back to the home on Ash Wednesday, or so.
Oh, I thought she was talking about the children in Ukraine.
In Ukraine. Oh, they came back on Ash Wednesday. Oh, thanks, Lorna, for that. So Monica says, Kamal says, good evening, Kamal. Monica says, food, shelter, and clothing. Most of us don't need clothes. You don't even need clothes. Future says, fresh food. Yes, that's in Jamaica. Janet says, them nice things don't happen for it. All right. Hi, it's Colette from California. Hi, Colette. Soldieress says, what all does the seller have to pay at closing? The seller pays 2% transfer tax. That's 2% of the sale price. So if it is $10 million, 2% of 10 million, which I think is 200,000. Also pay stamp duty. A stamp duty, which is a sale price times 0.25 divided by 100. That's the Xander. He's probably hungry, Rachel.
He just ate dinner.
Oh, I'm eating dinner. I have too much energy now. So 2% transfer tax. They have stamp duty, which is the sale price times 0.25 divided by 100.
I thought they changed that.
No, stamp duty. Oh, sorry, that's registration. I just tell you about. That's registration. Stamp duty is $5,000, I think, shared between the two of you.
Right.
So you, as a seller, pay $2,500. That's a game changer. That's coming down from 7%, everybody. And that's why real estate booming too in Jamaica, because all the fees have gone down.
It's now more attainable for purchasers, even with the price increase.
Yeah, even with, and everybody, I can tell you, the government of Jamaica will read the budget somewhere in March this month. And I want you to listen keenly to the budget. Because if the Prime Minister comes and moves the benefits that is given to the NHT beneficiaries, the price of houses will go up.
Mm-hmm.
When that benefit was 1 million, the quad was 1 million. When the benefit reached 3 million, the quad reached 3 million. When it got 3.5, it run with it. When it got 4.5, it just take off with it. It is at 6.5 now is the benefit, and the quad is 9 million. What I tell you, them don't even care about the benefit again. So now that the quad is 9 million, where it in NHT, the government going to move the benefit to? Probably move it to the 9 million. Those Richard control him disturbing my YouTube live. Yeah, why are you letting the kid can run circles around you?
Richard looks tired.
She look tired, yes, but you can't make that little 1.5-year-old run circles around you. Thunder. Take him outside now. Sit with him outside. Where's his shirt? I can't carry more stairs now. Maybe watch here sometime if you walking up 340. So if the sorry about that everybody, if the quad is at 9 million, if the Prime Minister come tomorrow and say benefit move from 6.5 to 9 million, bet you the quad just run well for 9 million. Everybody. If you buy a piece of real estate when you can afford to buy it. Just like having a child. You don't have a child where you can afford to have a child. You have a child whenever you want to have a child.
Yeah, just have the child.
Just have a child.
Figure out the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, afterwards. So with the real estate, as soon as you get a little money, they get a little 500,000 in your bank account. Say, woman, what me can deposit pan? No, what me can deposit pan? No. Tony says, I'm like, wait, what the word you use? She said, I get up every day and hunt these things. She says, Mom, you get up every day and hunting these things. Yeah, that's true. I get up literally every day hunting these things.
And the thing is, like at 4 a.m. in the morning, she'll send me a WhatsApp
of
a property. Look at this.
At 4 a.m. But just obsessed, yeah, guys. What you call? What my friend call it? Yeah, big eye for property. Big eye for property. But just obsessed. It's a good thing, boy. Tony is a good thing. So I don't have nobody beside me. Imagine 4 o'clock of morning time. He would be so pissed.
No, he'll be just as excited.
Just as excited. You think so?
Yeah.
Where is that, man?
You're gonna choose a partner that has the equal liking for real estate.
All right. You have another question?
Not yet. Someone asking, how much is the cost for a real estate lawyer?
Anywhere from 3%. You negotiate the figure. 3% of the sale price. You negotiate the fees on your own. All right?
Mm-hmm. Sophia says, late again. At least I made it. Welcome, Sophia.
Yeah, so we answered the real estate question. Haven't heard anything since your LOU was issued. House is due to complete in a month. What should be happening now? Nothing. You're waiting. Letter of undertaking, it's called. LOU, guys. Letter of undertaking. So the bankers give you the undertaking to whomever to say, yes, we're going to pay out this money once this house is ready. So what you're doing now is waiting. So you should be about saving up your money now, figuring out your design, how you're going to furnish your place, what you're going to put on it, what in it, what you're going to do next. Those kind of things you will be doing now in your brain. Remember, you have to put up, if it's a new house, you have to put up curtain. People always forget that. Or buy a new house, you have to buy a curtain rod. You have to buy a curtain rod. Yes, you have to buy a curtain rod.
Can run into a big expense.
Yes, it can.
I mean, at 1,600 per rod.
Yeah, we don't much window. So you have to remember that. Curtain rods, what else you should remember that you need to do?
So what's happening on the transaction side from whoever she's purchasing it?
No, she said that she get LU, so she just wait.
Yes, aren't they gonna do transfer, cross stamping?
So she can't know about that. She just have to wait.
Yeah, but we can tell her what's happening.
Oh, tell her what's happening then. Right. Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. So it's going cross stamping.
Yeah.
And then when it comes back from cross stamping, it's gonna go to the titles office.
Yeah.
Titles office about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And then when that comes back now, when it goes to titles office, it means your name is now lodged and the mortgage is lodged.
Yeah.
And then it comes back and then they'll pay out usually another week or so after that.
Mm-hmm. And then you get the keys.
Then you get your keys.
Mm-hmm. Somebody wants to know any update on Jamaica? Yes, we are hoping to get those. So them call them splinter titles. Keeping my fingers crossed that they'll come out of there this week. So that's where we're at. We're waiting on that. But in the meantime, we are wrapping up. So phase 1 of the houses, we're continuing and we're cleaning up and we're doing some driveways now. Basically, that's what we're doing. And I should tell you, those of you who have visited Jamaica recently, the road has been repaired. Or at least the last time I was there, they started repairing the road. They're putting the water
main road to Jamaica,
where you turn off St. John's Road. So those are you who never buy the place, because when I said the road bad. I learned my lesson about that years ago, you know. Trust me. I give up on some place because I said the road bad. And when I go back, the people and fix the road. I was so pissed. No, seriously. So me not make that bad at me again. Road bad not affect me. Me just want the place. So they have repaired the road. Water Commission came in and put in wicked pipeline going up. So Beleka people, yeah, water pressure good. You have a nice road and you turn down. So there.
And JPS went in already.
And JPS went in already. So we have the light poles up. Tony, why don't send out the update video?
For Beleka?
Yeah. What you wait? She's so behind right
I'm
now.
so behind. I think I have about 6 videos
or
behind.
More.
No, I don't think it's more than 6.
You don't think it's more than 6? You are way behind, girl. You need to get your act together to think that you have an assistant. You need 2 assistants, it look like, you know.
It's not the lack of assistance why I'm not able to do them, because I'm on the road so often. When I'm not on the road, I can get the videos done, but the minute I have to drive out to the house, it's all over from there. So.
So maybe you need a driver for just want to do everything for you.
I have that. I have that.
Really?
Things I'm on the road with you.
Yeah. Can you say when the other viewing is scheduled for, Alicia? We haven't scheduled. Maybe by end of month.
Maybe. I think they're waiting to complete the driveways and
waiting to complete the driveway and put in the road itself in Beleka. So the asphalting of the road in Beleka is what left. We have one little more thing to do on the sewage, and then we are through with that part for phase 1. The flow people have been coming in to look and see what, but the flow and NWC will come in when you move in and you connect to the system. But for the most part, some of you should be able to some of you will move it into your house definitely by the end of April. I think so. Yeah.
End of April.
Yeah, because once you get the splinter titles, they can now go to NHT and do what they're doing.
Yeah, but some persons are using bank, which is moving faster
than NHT.
So they'll be there like mid-April.
Yeah, and some of those persons have given undertaking letters already and so on. Just waiting on the title, really. So, guys, yes, the Beleka development is coming. Those of you who jumped out of the blocks and said, Miss D, I want one of these. Ha! You did a good thing, right? Remember, there are other developments coming. The same Spanish Town, the old to blow up with development. So if it is now that you know, talk about like Spanish Town and this, I lived in Spanish Town for 12 years. It was actually the first house I bought, which was in Spanish Town. 1989, movie 9, January 1, 1990. It was a good experience for me. Yes, me have to dodge some bullet one some of the time. We dodge bullets. We dodge a hurricane. We dodge gas riot.
We didn't dodge that hurricane. We went right through it.
When you went right through it.
Isn't that the time when the house flooded?
Yeah. We never dodged it.
The water was like...
We went right through the hurricane. Can't laugh about it though, but they're telling us, say, we had a big trench, we let out water in a friend.
Out of the house.
Out of the house. But we dodged, like the morning when I was coming up, I had to turn back because gunshots were firing up the road. It happened to be police and some men, right? Mm-hmm. But you live and you learn and you go through. Some of you could have bought a Spanish Town or a Portmore, but decided not to. Mm-hmm. And now still struggling. I know some persons like that. They call me all the time. I don't know why I didn't just buy the quad or why I never buy the Waterford.
But I think people don't realize that Spanish Town is what you can afford. Because like some people only qualify for the NHT. Mm-hmm. Buy the Spanish Town, right? Mm-hmm. So that you have something that can at least sell back if you want to move to somewhere else. Yeah. If you don't make the move, you're not going to have anything to leverage you to sell and move on. Mm-hmm.
Titles office will take maybe a month to splinter. 25 lot development, sold tracks. But like Beleka is a 64 development. We're doing phase 1 first and then we'll move to the next phase. But if you have everything on track, just a month and then finish. There's a couple of things I have to do behind the scenes, which is why. So will there be a Price Mart or any major commercial development in St. Ann? Of course. The Draxall. So those of you who bought Draxall,
smiling all the way to the
bank. Smile all the way to which bank of people them now sell. They are smiling at them brain. Hills of Draxall and Fairway Estates. Fairway is now 300,000 US, but we sell off.
You said that so casually. 300,000 sold off.
Yeah. Yeah. But Hills of Draxal, me and Tony pet peeve that. Because boy, I tell you people, that's what I tell you. You must the more you help people get what they want is the more them get what you want. Zig Ziglar is where I got that from. He taught me that in his videos. I just went to Hills of Draxal to a lady from one of my subscribers on YouTube. Said, come Miss D, come follow me, go look for some land out at Draxal. I never even know where he placed it. And she me go with. I mean go and me get map and walk all the time. Them not even cut no road, nothing yet. We are walking a bush or whatever for go find the place. And we found that she chose a lot, but she didn't go through. I'm so sorry she didn't go through. Because the place turned out to be so beautiful. Mm-hmm. I started promoting and selling, and I tell you, it has been one of the best developments I've sold. Hills of Draxal. It literally put me on the map. You don't think so?
Yes, on the map.
Put me on the map. It and Tranquility Glades, Tony.
Yeah, I think more Tranquility Glades.
Tranquility Glades, yeah. Tranquility Glades. We need to bring back something like a Tranquility Glades. I know.
It was a game changer.
That
because
was
like the first for that little area of St. Mary.
Yeah. And that one too. I was actually driving up in the hills, turn off content to look for a container that has claims that, oh, maybe you get a container now, I'm wanted for renovate. That was in my brain. And I saw this some person advertise a container in the paper. I said, I'm going to look on it. I'm going to drive past it, and I'm going to see the scheme of bill. I'm going to say, hold on, man. I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to look on the container. I'm going to look on the container. I said, no, aluminum container. I don't want that or whatever. I'm going to come back down the road, and I met the developer on spot. I met him on spot, Mr. Scott. Thank you so much, Mr. Scott. And him say, yes, you can sell these developments. I will pay you the commission, no problem. Would you believe Claudia come back to Kingston and I remember nothing about Mr. Scott and him development? Come back at town. Never sell one in a phase one. And one next year, me a pass now. I remember when we did go up there for. Maybe I did deliberately go to check that. Mm-hmm. When me look, Mr. Scott sell a phase one and in a phase two up on a hill, me say, woo! I'm a skin catch a fire now. I'm a start now a piece of promotion. I tell you, I sold quite a number in there. The only thing I regret, and every day I go there, I regret it. Claudia, why didn't you just buy one of these? Yeah. Why didn't you? Every day, even when some of my clients call me back to do this for them, that. I keep. As I tell you, the things you don't do those are the things you regret. Because
it's a nice development and it was lovely homes. It was on really good nice land and everything.
Some of them you could see the sea and all of that. And I developed a good relationship with Mr. Scott. And I really, if I just said to Mr. Scott, I want one of these, he would have worked it out. But missed opportunities. Missed opportunities. All right, so where you at now? Debbie Ann says Miss D, but Debbie, you said Miss D, but you don't ask me no question.
Yeah, she did. Until now, I have not gotten a surveys report.
And other documents for my Lakers. That's because they're waiting on the splinter titles to give you everything. Don't make sense, I'm giving you a piece. They're waiting on the splinter title. Once we have the splinter title, we'll package up everything and give to everybody so they can go to their bankers. When I check with the law, it is not there. Yeah, they're waiting on the splinter titles. I'll check for your particular number too. But those surveys were done for all of phase one already. I don't know why yours is not in the batch. But I'll check. It should be there. Should be there. I wonder if you can get to somebody else.
How would you do that?
By mistake. But let me check.
But they can always reprint it.
Only thing I got for the sale agreement and a tax certificate. Scroll down.
No, that's the end of that. Look at your phone. Here's a question.
But this look like, how much is a cut? No, look like I'm back ahead. Okay. What is the rental market like? How much cash flow can you get for 2 to 3 bedroom properties? Where's the best location to be a landlord?
Kingston.
St. Andrew. Near a university, Portmore, which is dense. Mm-hmm. You can't cash flow in Jamaica when you buy ready-made property, though. You have to build your own property. Right? Last week I discussed about building versus you buying retail. So it's like when I buy this phone, and I buy the phone at retail, right? So chances are I can't even sell back this phone and make no money.
No,
that's the truth.
You'd have to have bought it wholesale.
I have to have bought it wholesale, or I have to be the manufacturer. I'd have to make it build. So the only way you make cash flow in Jamaica is if you build a property. I discovered that, which is why I went. I actually went and studied construction at heart, so that I could learn how to build properties. That's the only way you cash flow, because you are building at cost, right? So when you can build a property at cost, yes, you can cash flow. But if you buy a ready-made property, say you buy a Draxall, 300,000 US, 45 million a month, 300,000. Think about it. Where is a person that's going to pay 300,000 a month for mortgage? Think you can't get it?
No, not when everything else around it is half that cost in rental income. Not if you rented out each room separate, you could get that back.
You buy an acre, it was a process. Get a surveyor first to subdivide it for you on paper, called a subdivision plan. And he's going to submit that to the parish council for approval and to any other department in government that needs to approve it. Then once it is approved, that's when you approach for the splinter title. It's a simple enough process, just that it takes.
It gets more complicated if you need to put in road.
It gets more complicated if you also need to lift a covenant, meaning there's something on title that says no further subdivision. It gets a little bit more complicated. But for the most part, if it don't say that, get a surveyor, cut up the land for you, subdivide. If you don't have to put in road, light and water. So like I did a subdivision where I didn't have to do that because I had a long road frontage. I could have just cut up the lands along the road. So I never had to put in a road, no light, no water. But if you have to put in infrastructure, you have to put in the infrastructure first, then you apply for the splinter title.
Larry's asking, what's the weather like? Today it's rainy, actually.
It rained earlier. Looks like it might rain again.
It's overcast right now.
But the weather is always nice here. Whether it's raining or sunshine, don't matter to us. It's still nice. And if it's raining, we know it's going to stop within 2 hours or so. All right, Miss D, is your house that you build finished yet? Jaman TV. That one that you see my video don't finish yet. But I have done subsequent ones and finished them, including this one I'm sitting in. Oh my gosh. That one is in the hills a little bit more, what do you call it, Tony?
Tricky.
Oh, Jesus. It just take a leap. But
I think you just need to focus on it. I think you've been focusing on the others, so you haven't really.
Yeah, I need to focus on it. But I'm gonna focus. I have a mixer coming back shortly. So I said to Tony, let that mixer go to that location. And this year is the year that we need to wrap that up. This year, Tony, everything will linger too much. Xander become now. We can't leave Xander things like that for now. No, we have to complete.
We have to give him finished things.
Yeah, we have to give him finish. And we have to give him, or we give him raw land. But we can't leave things unfinished. Worse when we had the opportunity to finish it.
Plus, where is he supposed to go find the blueprint to go finish it?
Imagination. I'm driving over.
Unnecessary headache.
All right. Watching your project really helped us with ours. Hi, Jaman. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm actually supposed to be doing another build, and that one I'm going to video from start to finish. In the same location too, same vicinity too. So that's why we're probably gonna finish that. We'll finish it probably. It's on my
I think
list.
That house put you on YouTube. I think that's where people started.
Yeah, that house put
drawing people to come and look at what we were doing.
With all the shaky.
I know, remember? With the camera.
With the camera. How do you get utilities and road? You apply for them. JPS do utilities. You get your contractor to build the road. And we have builders, we have contractors who put in the road.
So you show them the diagram, and then they give you an
estimate. So the surveyor, when you scope it out, you get your tractor and put in the peg. And then you get your tractor for cut out the road for sure. And then whoever will build the road, Them will come and spec it and roll it to the mall and put in the curb wall and do all of that. They will do that. Ashanti. Ashanti sound like a young lady. Yeah. Developments, you have to be on spot. Um, developments are, they can be rewarding, but they are work. Don't believe for a minute that you're going to do a development and you're not going to do it. You're going to sit here and not do any work. You have to be on your job site every single day. The day you don't go on the site is the day something happen and you're not there to deal with it.
You have to have your little tent and out there. If you're not physically doing the work, but
you
you're
have to be there. You have to see the work going on. My husband and I have been trying to catch up on your videos. Oh, good. You said buying property is like having a child. How do pay down 500 and hold the property until you finish paying for the property, Clive? I'm not so sure I understand the question.
How having a child? How do you pay down 500,000 and hold the property until you finish paying for the property?
Couple of things. You can get a loan from the bank, or you can get a vendor's mortgage. And I keep forgetting that, you know. What about the vendor's mortgage? You can ask the vendor to carry the mortgage. I had a property where I carried the mortgage. I sold it to a person, and he pays liquor, because I am the banker. Then put it away then. So I gave him the mortgage. So on title it says the lien is to Claudia Davis. So he pays monthly. You can't do that. So the developer foots the bill to run utilities for JPS. Yes, you have to pay that up front to Mr. JPS. Can you get a house in the country with money given from NHT? Yes, you can. NHT will lend you money to build or buy almost anywhere on the island, as long as it's not in the sea.
As long as it holds a title.
As long as it have a title. All right, but I was getting ready
to reach back out to you, both to get some NHT questions answered. And just 3 weeks ago, we acquired a beautiful, close to 4-acre property with a large 4-bedroom home.
Good. Any new developments in St. Anne? Whole heap of developments coming in St. Anne. Click on the link so we can notify you when they come, when they do break ground and come in. Lots of stuff on the books in St. Anne now.
So by God's grace, we're looking to move back to Jamaica much sooner, within a year from now.
All right.
Congrats.
Yes. Get active and get moving. All right. So what I want to leave with you today, I have to jump into my book club. Tony, these 2 words.
You want me to show the screen?
Mm-hmm. All right. So we did earlier groups I spoke about this sunk cost fallacy. Who remembers what is sunk cost fallacy? What is a sunken cost? I think some of you are suffering from that. I don't want you to suffer from that, especially when it comes to the real estate. So let us say sunk cost fallacy. What is it? What does it mean? Who can tell me? What can NHG 6.5 build for you? Can build a 600 square foot house, which is like a 1-bedroom.
Mm-hmm. 1-bedroom apartment type.
Alric says he must watch more often. Okay, Alric, but don't leave yet. Remember to jump into the book club. Anything like jumbo lots like Hills of Drexel in the pipeline on North Coast. Shani, yes, coming up. Maybe 1/4 acre. I don't have any 1/2 acres. But 1/4 acre coming up. What is sunk cost fallacy, somebody? Melissa wants me to explain the vendor's mortgage more. The vendor's mortgage is where the vendor or the seller takes the mortgage, carries the mortgage for you. So I am the seller. So I was selling a piece of land. Person couldn't get the loan anywhere and decided to still sell the property to the person. Give them the loan. So I give the loan, person pay me monthly. So instead of paying the bank monthly, the person pays me monthly. So it's like me collect rent for the rest of the time. Tony. That is a smart way to do it, guys. You can be the vendor too. All right. What is sunk cost fallacy? Someone else say, all right, Dennis. Your program is very encouraging and inspiring to those of us who are in the cold working and intending to build. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you. Sunk cost?
No one knows?
Nobody knows it's a sunken cost. Sunk cost fallacy. All right. So, a sunk cost is a cost that has already occurred and cannot be recovered. That's what it is. Right? Sunk costs, when you are so deep, see Ashanti telling us, Ashani, when you are so deep or invested in a thing that you don't bail when you ought to.
Like in a failed relationship.
Like, Tony, we're talking about real estate. Right? You get an example about a failed relationship.
Yeah, you know the relationship not working and you still stick it out.
Well, you call that stick out? You mean suffer it out? Yes. So Ashani, yes, when you're so deeply invested in a thing that you don't even know when you bail out. All right. When you're thinking about how much you have spent already versus the economics of the next action.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. My people, them bright, man. Any ideas on hummingbird medals in Clare now? I don't know about hummingbird. That's Sunshine to say, yes, Tony. So the best example I could find is that you're with this person so long that, man, you think, boy, you can't even bail again. All right, so one example Google giving me. Have you ever realized 30 minutes into watching a movie that you don't enjoy it but continue to watch it anyway? This is because of the sunk cost fallacy. We continue wasting our time on a boring movie since we have already invested 30 minutes of our time into it.
That don't reach me.
That is a sunk cost fallacy. Is there anything now, Tony, that is happening that you think you're in a sunk cost fallacy?
No.
Don't think so?
No, I know how to cut and quit. So that's not reaching me.
All right. So the sunk cost fallacy. This sunk cost fallacy is our tendency to include the value of past costs in a future decision or trade-off. So you keep saying to yourself, we have this house, you know. We put so much money in it. Yet every time it rain, it flood. When rain fall, roof will fall off. You can't figure out why this toilet now flush. And all these things happening to you, keep pumping money into it, right? So you keep thinking of the cost, the money that you have spent before, the value of past costs in a future decision or trade-off. It is a psychological bliss bias that sometimes results in some irrational choices, like the pair of jeans that are lying around in your closet, but that you will never wear. My other daughter and I just went through that this morning, trying to clear out her closet and whatever. And there's some things in there that she just will never wear. And this morning I had to just make a decision and say, Tony, Rachel, toss.
Let somebody else wear it.
Yeah, let somebody else have the benefit of wearing it. Sunk cost fallacy. For me, I see it as throwing good money after bad. Right? So I had to talk to somebody about that since week. There are some properties. Let us take a Waterford property. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a Waterford property, you can ask Tony and I to sell it as is. There are some properties like a Waterford and a Quad. And no matter what you fix and what you try to do, besides, the cost of repairs now is so high. But the return that you're going to get, not going to sell no faster, not going to sell no higher. Right? So sell those things as is. Right? Tony, link for the upcoming developments. Somebody says a tendency to follow through an endeavor, even if we have already invested time and effort or money into it, whether or not the current costs outweigh the benefits. So everybody, you see how many definitions you have gotten. No, I don't want you to let sunk cost fallacy prevent you from moving ahead with something else, right? So if it is that you start a university course and you realize, like when I did radiography, after 1 year I realized this was not for me. I decided to call my mother. She was in the States at the time. I said, Mom, this ain't happening. I have to jump out of this. Right? You have to realize and know when you have made an error and you have to think for the future. So not because you spend all of this money, effort, and time into this particular thing means that you have to continue dumping good money after bad money, right? To come out. Sometimes it's best you pull out. So some of you who have bought properties long ago, 20, 30 years ago, some of those neighborhoods are now run down, right? When you come back to Jamaica and you look and you say, wow, no, can't live here. So consider selling the property and moving into better neighborhoods. We have lots of new neighborhoods coming up. It's like some young people call me and them tell me where they want to buy. I say, so listen, is your mother and your grandmother should have buy that. Them should have passed that on to you. You have to think of newer properties, which is why like a Bel Acre in Spanish Town is a good investment for the persons who will buy now instead of taking. So the Bel Acre was like 13, 11, 10.5 at one point, 10.5, 11, 13.5, 14.5, 15.5, that kind of monies. So you look at it and you say, do I invest that 10.5, say, where? In this neighborhood, or do I invest it in this neighborhood where I'm getting a gated, where I'm getting a football field, where I'm getting a basketball court? Which one makes sense? Even though you're going out of the suburbs, you're coming out of the urban and going into the suburbs, it makes sense because the Bel Acre property will always appreciate in value faster than if you buy into an older neighborhood that has already seen the equity in the build-up already. All right? So you have to think about that. All right? So sunk cost fallacy. Other one on the screen was leverage. Everybody, you look at leverage. What does leverage mean? Tell me what leverage is. What is it to leverage?
You have a Google definition, Mom?
Just look up the definition. I know what it means in my head. What is it to leverage? So you can use borrowed capital for an investment, expecting the profits made to be greater than the interest payable. So you use money to leverage to get the property, right? So you use something to maximum advantage. The organization needs to leverage its key resources. It's using something to your maximum advantage. Give me some things that you have in your life that you can use as leverage. You put in a link for the upcoming development. Put back the link for the book club of persons who have not. You open up the book club meeting?
No, I haven't yet.
You can open it from here. Okay. All right, so open up now for the book club so you can jump on. Talk to me about leverage, everybody. What are some of the things that you have in your life that you can leverage? I know you have not been looking at it deeply, which is why. What happens to Jamaicans is that we tend to want to do things on our own.
Working children.
So I want to give you the first one. Your working children can be used as leverage. Write it down. What else? What else can you use to leverage? Can't think of anything? No, hold on. No, I need them to think about it. What is leverage? So, all right, leverage is something that you use to get you from point A to point B. Put it that way. If you have a stone to move, you can probably use a stick and catch a stone and push it and help it over the hurdle to move. What is leverage? In real terms, is the use of debt in order to undertake an investment or project. All right. But if you don't have, it's the use of debt. So what can you use? So Melanie Foreman says land. All right. You can use land as leverage. You can buy and sell, the way it says. How you use buy and sell to leverage you? One of the main ones you know is that to leverage, you use a bank loan, leverage yourself to take to get the property. You can use a bank loan. What else you can use? So leverage, think about all the other things that you can use to leverage yourself. The first and main thing that you have at your disposal to leverage yourself is your job, your pay slip that you get every month. Now, some of you don't like your jobs. You don't like your co-workers. You don't like your boss. But for the rest of the week, I want you to think seriously that if you never had this job and this pay coming in every month, think of all the things that you have gotten, that you have used this job and pay slip to buy and to get. And even the house that you qualify for with the mortgage. It is the pay slip or the money that you're getting in the bank every month that you can show the bank that is being used to leverage you. So in truth and in fact, those persons without a pay slip or without a job or without any income cannot use that kind of leverage. I can use another leverage, but not that one, right? Other people's money, right? Bank, friend, family, exactly. So your friends can be used as a leverage. So you want to buy something, you can call up your friends. Hey, lend me $1 million. Hey, lend me 2 million. Hey, lend me $1 million. Right. Your family as well. This is Butter Queen saying that. Thank you, Butter Queen. So you said the bank, your family, your friends. Yes. Use them as leverage. Hurricane Gilbert says hard money lenders, if they exist in Jamaica. Yes, they do exist in Jamaica. I had to talk to one since week. Ashanti says political clout. Yes. Yes. So if you know the MP, or you know the Prime Minister, or you know his children and your good friends and you go to school together, yes, you can use that as leverage. Something you have that someone else may need and you have it in your hand. Yes. So you can exchange. You can barter. So I might have a house. So let us say I have a house. Somebody have some land. I'm gonna say, no, you know me, I prefer have that 50 acre land. Let me give them the house. I use my house as a leverage. All right. So leverage, everybody. I want you to look at leverage, not black and white, as in going to the bank alone. Think about other things in your life that you can use as leverage. Some of you also have some handsome boyfriends. You can use your handsome boyfriend as a leverage. I kid you not. People pay for 3 things in this world. Them pay for beauty, them pay for talent, and them pay for brains. So if me ugly, my best bet, find a handsome man and walk up and down with it. Stepping out everywhere and just watch how me use him for leverage myself, get to the front of the line.
I mean, we say this and joke, but pretty people get things done quicker and faster.
And faster. I kid you not. So therefore, just think of the ways that you can use leverage, right? So like my second daughter uses it all the while with Tonya. She wants something, but she's not a talker. Mm-hmm. But she knows Tonya is a talker. She said, Tonya, come follow me. She not do the talking. Tonya do all the talking. And you get what she want, right? So you have to think about how you can use the leverage to get what you want. All right. So crowdfunding sites. Yes, Susie. Leverage. Social media platforms. Yes, like this one that I'm on here now is a way to leverage to get what you want. Like a young man in Jamaica used it quite well the other day. Sent out a video telling everybody his plight and people ran to his rescue. That was leverage, right? Something, so that is it. Gains on a stock in profit. Is that leverage or is that profit income?
I mean, yeah, I guess he's going to use some cash to leverage him on something else.
On something else, all right?
Credit card. Somebody hit the nail on the head.
Credit card. Instead of using credit card for consumption, use your credit card as leverage. All right? Instead of consumption, remember, see the difference in the two words. Instead of consumption, use it for leverage. Right? So it's an object used in the manner of a lever. So use it to lift yourself to the next level. That is how you do it. All right, I have to run out now because I have the book club waiting. Have you joined?
No, you need to exit this.
Oh, I have to exit this first. All right, everybody, I have to exit this first before I can get to the book club. So I'll see you all next week. And remember, sunk cost fallacy and leverage this week. Look at it with a different aim and view in mind. All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye everyone.
Bye. Bye.